So, I was born and raised in New York City. No, I was born and raised as a Christian in New York City. My mom converted when I was just a baby. I feel like New York City is not the first place you think you'll find Jesus. It looks and feels like the opposite. Chaos, crowded, confusion, elevators out of service. Can you really find Jesus in New York City? Well, both my parents did, and it's where my trust grew stronger for Christ. But how can we show that Jesus is here in New York City? As an artist, I want to create designs what New York City is known for and to put Jesus in it. Like my last collection, I implemented Jesus in the New York City classic blue coffee cup. Instead of it saying, "We are happy to serve you," it says, "We are happy to serve Jesus." And now the Lord has provided even more ideas I can't wait to share. But I love to do it with you this time. I want to share this experience of designing and also getting feedback on how you will like it to turn out, from style to fonts to colors. Here are the design ideas. Before showing you a little side note, I have questions for each design. If you can answer them in the comments, or there's a Google questionnaire form in the description below. I will be asking 3 in the video, but there's more on the form. Let's start. Design number 1. I call this one Messiah MetroCard. Instead of having the word MetroCard on it, I want to put Messiah. This was inspired by the John 3:16 Salvation Street subway sign design I made. It always made people do a double take, and I want to do that again. The train signs are so popular in New York City, you just assume that people are just repping New York City until they read it, and boom. Repping Jesus Christ. Now the first question for this design is, will you want this exactly like a MetroCard or more on the cartoon side, like a bubbly style? Now that's the main question, but you can also involve in the comments for instead of MTA, I was thinking like FSH for Father, Son, Holy Spirit, or at the bottom like little fishies and He is the way, little things like that. Let me know. Design number 2, your classic New York City breakfast. Bacon, egg, and Jesus. Yes, you heard correctly, Jesus. Instead of cheese, we need Jesus for breakfast. It's funny how I recently started working at a coffee shop serving bacon, egg, and cheese. Did I mention I have to wake up at 4 a.m.? But that's another story coming next week. But tell me, how would you like this design? Would you want an illustration or the food to be in a graffiti style with words? Design number 3. Now I'm not sure if this one will make it out on time. I love launching in 3s, so I hope to launch this last design called Deliverance. What makes New York City so unique? Your classic bodega around the corner on each block. It's a deli only representing Jesus, with your classic old school posters saying "I love Jesus" instead of having your "I love Big Can" Arizona posters. This bodega will be selling you hope, peace, and love instead of dope, beer, and junk food. So the last question for this, and this question goes for all 3 designs. Do you guys prefer the design to be in the front like this or pocket size like this? What do you suggest? I'm thinking of calling this launch New Yoke City. In Matthew 11:29-30, Jesus invites us to take his yoke upon ourselves, promising rest for our souls. It says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." And it's cool how I'm doing bacon, egg, and cheese because it sounds like yolk, but it's not yolk. I'm not sure. Still working on it. Anyways, let me know in the comments what design you're most excited for.